Hello.
Welcome to our channel. Fair enough. Hey, we are thrilled to have you here. It's all about exploring the intercultural communication. You can expect engaging discussions and interesting topics, fascinating insights, and plenty of fun, because we're all about the fun as well, aren't we? Right? So basically, we dive into unique way that people communicate. We compare how the different cultures, countries do things, and basically how do you enjoy things in a different manner. I guess that's the stuff. Hey, today's subject, en una Española in Nederlander, Suomipoika, time travel. But before that, welcome to the future. Okay, hey, a summary about the last session, right? So Spain, for example, what do you have to say for yourself about the last session?
Well, like it was quite mess like the like the first one, but you know, then it's magic. You can edit and do stuff. But yeah, like connections is not working really good. But we try again. Maybe we make a third mess today as well. So enjoy that. Well, about the resume, what I could say, I realized that I was talking about the film of Mad Love, you know, and I was talking about the honesty of the stuff, you know, like from the Netherlands. By the way, did you see
the Dutch.
Did you see the film? Did you have time to check it out?
I had no time to check it out.
Okay. And then I realized that we were talking about paranormal in the second one thing, no paranormal stuff. And in the film, that happened also, you know, like there's like paranormal thing, because I think like the Juana la Loca was making like a spell to Philip the Beauty, you know, Felipe el Hermoso. So I don't know. So it's like engaging, you know, I don't know. And I didn't do it in purpose. So maybe today it's like about traveling. And yeah, well, Juana went to Flanders, you know, so
maybe it's a red line, you know.
Maybe. Okay, so that was all. Nothing else to comment.
Hey, by the way, if you don't mind, can we be like not like this, but like up and if it's possible? If it doesn't,
you want in parts?
Yes.
Not like this.
Well, that's a good part.
Not like
this. No.
That's good.
No,
like this.
Oh, this
you want nice. To be up or to the right?
I don't give a rat's ass, but now I can move.
You want to be up?
I am like this, so
no, I can do like.
So how about the Dutch character?
It's raining.
You look here. You're looking kind of pretty today, I think. You feel better. I heard that you might have had some dealings with flu or something.
I had a lot of flu. I was really sick.
Okay. So
I'm still having a little bit, but
for me you look better.
It goes better, luckily, slowly more and more. I'm still a little bit coughing and talking through the nose.
Yeah. Sorry that I was putting your personal health information here online, but I just want to say that you look like more rested or something like this. So I wanted to
as long as it's my health and not my psychical thing, then it's all good.
So what do you have? Do you have something to say about the Friday thing?
Yeah, it was definitely it was the connections were really bad. You know, my connection fell out totally and stuff, and that was really pity of it, because yeah, it was Friday the 13th, so
Mm. Yeah.
probably it was that, I guess. You know, there you can see that. Yeah, it's the day of bad luck, I guess.
Yeah, maybe that was. Yeah, I have also the same thing. I was like in a spiritist Ouija board session. Like, are you there? Who is here? Who is present? I was totally lost. So now it seems better. I was trying to do some things for this, and well, for me from the earlier one. Or do you want to say something more, Mark?
No, everything okay. Everything okay. I'm only looking how my sound goes on the other microphone, but for the rest, everything okay.
Good.
Fair enough. So yeah, what for me it was like that Finland didn't really have that much of stories of Friday the 13th, but I found out, which I knew already, and I was kind of still even more about it, that there is a lot of ghost stories, like super lot of different ghost stories here in Helsinki and stuff. So please go check our videos from before. There is the one about that we go to the internet. We talk about the how the communication itself, and then we have the Friday 13th. We keep the first video basically unedited when we put it after being live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the idea, was that it was first like, okay, maybe, but when you watch it, then it was so chaotically nice fun that we decided to keep it pretty much, I think, as it was, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
100% original.
It's just like I cut, like the long waiting, that's it. But for the rest, I let it like a remembering, because it's also like a kind of punishment for us, and that is good, I think that motivates you.
Yes.
I don't really like punishments.
Yeah, me neither, but sometimes it's okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, what are you talking about?
We don't gonna talk further about that.
Okay, moving on. We are going to
may come from the Spanish Inquisition. Sorry.
Okay, hey. Now today's topic, we have, since we are not traveling anywhere now, especially like in time and online and something like that. So basically, we are going to talk about traveling, right? And under the perspective of a Finn, a Dutch guy, and a Spanish woman, person as well. So basically, we have do we have like some kind of intro for this now? For
no,
the travel?
we travel. Look.
We travel straight.
Yeah, we go like this.
Good time. Okay. Hey,
Mark.
Like
That's from communication from Holland.
I remember this. Yeah.
Guys, if you are not gonna get it if you don't see the videos from before, so you have to.
Yeah, you should go check.
It was still in,
It's one of a kind stuff, man. It's seriously one of a kind.
Communication from the Netherlands. It's a non-verbal communication.
Okay. So, hey, who wants to start? Like, basically, how do people in your land like to travel?
Oh, I guess the Dutch really love to travel with campsites and with tent and camper and caravan, and go to the camping and sit on the camping, all around Europe. I think that's the basic Dutch way of traveling, the basic.
Drink on the camping as well? No? Maybe. Beer?
Drink? Yeah, of course. Definitely.
I just want to make sure.
Have beers, let the kids go play on the swimming pool, and then the parents sit fine with beer and fine dinner and some barbecue stuff and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's a typical thing, And I guess if you travel through Europe and stuff, and if you like camping and on campsites and stuff, my personal belief is that the best campsites are the campsites where the Dutch are. It's there you get gezelligheid wieder.
Bold statements. Fair enough. Okay,
that's
so
my opinion. It's a lot of fun. But that's the basic way the Dutch travel. Yeah, like that.
Okay, so this is the holiday stuff, the traveling. If you go on a trip and holiday and stuff, you go camping. Is it like
you take a caravan or you take a vouwwagen? How it's called in English? I don't know. It's like a hanger which you fold open and then you have a tent.
Okay.
That's the basic way. I think 70% of the Dutch do that or something, or have done that.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
Cool.
Well,
and
I
the
like
Spanish.
it.
Yes,
The Spanish people.
Yes.
Well, the Spanish people normally, the people that I know, normally they used to. I am from Madrid, so if you live in the coast, then normally people used to go on holidays to the coast, and the people that lives in the interior normally have an apartment near the coast. Yes, and maybe they rent it, like during the year, and then in the summer they go and they use it themselves. So basically they change from house in the center to house in the coast, and then they are basically doing beach life, and eating, having service, because normally they don't even cook at home sometimes. I mean, like the majority of the times, because the menus and everything in Spain, used to be really good. Nowadays I don't know how is because I must confess I I am guilty. I don't live in Spain anymore. Not for now, but soon back probably. And the stuff is like
change, right? That could be about to change.
Yeah, but the most of the people they use like, or to go to hotels, I will say, or to go to a second house, in the coast or in the mountains or whatever, or in the villas where their parents are original, So this is how the Spanish people, and they like to eat good, but they like to eat good the whole year, of course, and we like to drink good as well, and not whatever shit, So it's okay.
I think in your country,
if you quality.
In your country, if you serve bad food or bad wine, you probably go to prison like immediately without a trial. They're like, okay, fuck you, you're going now, and that's it. Because I have once in Spain like bad wine, and twice some food was not really that okay, but rest is like fantastic all the time. I like Spanish food.
Spanish food is good.
It's super good, man. So so they go to the coast, but
and the quality of the products from Spain are fantastic. I have to say,
most products.
Yeah, of course, like there is bad in every place, but
Spanish beer was not my favorite.
No, beer is Spain is not the place for beer. I think that the beer comes from the more like from Germany, abbeys and all this that there has been making the monasteries and so on, no?
Mm-hmm. So Middle Europe.
Belgium, go to Belgium, then it's a good beer, I think.
Yeah, but Spain is more like Italy, wine and stuff.
Yeah, it's more like wine, exactly. So wine and yes, and also other kind of liquors. Like for example, we have like in the north. But this is a conversation of food or is it a travel
No,
conversation?
no, no.
Okay.
No, but
But
it's, of course,
it-
because
no, no,
gastronomy is important in traveling. Yeah, of
There's
course.
there's lot of interest for your country and its food. You know, there's a destination. I think that was the one of the. Okay, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But what about
in
you,
Finland-
Suomipoika? How the Finnish like to travel?
Yeah.
Well, I think the undoubtable thing people go to mökki. There was a study that Finnish people are most happy when they are by water, and that has been like experience even that summer time. If it's nice summer, people are more relaxed. It's like a different country than in the winter. So the mökki thing is the stuff. You have a sauna. Now you take more regulations. You used to be able to build the sauna by the water. So you basically come out of sauna, you go to the water, summer and winter. But basically the mökki thing is the biggest thing, I think. And a lot of people have it. They rent it. It's a big piece probably. And then for some decades now, we've been able to afford to fly to Spain. I think that was when the mass tourism thing in Finland started in Spain. I think it was called Keihäsmatkat. That was like, the stories are that the Finns went there and somebody remembered the palm tree and that's it. They were so bloody drunk and they went and they was just like drinking and paying the beach and getting totally red and like in any other. But yeah, the mökki thing, and then I think flying to package at least earlier, like take a flight somewhere and probably away from here, especially on the winter. People go to Canary Islands a lot. I think Finnish people have been traveling to Spain and Greece.
So the
They have been
south
the
of Spain to
most-
And nothing more.
normally.
That's it. And I have to say that it's not been so many decades that people in here could afford sort of the tourism thing, especially flying. So like maybe from 70s or something like this. But I think this mökki thing is one thing. Maybe they have mökki that runs in the family, you know, or they could go to their parents' place or something for vacation. But the mökki, if it's by the water, I think that's the ideal. A lot of mökkis in near Mikkeli. At some point, seems everybody wanted to go there. But yeah, that would be the stuff. So anyone else have anything else to say about this, about how your people travel and vacation? Day things. Hey, then favorite destination. I start for travel, for vacation.
Favorite destination, Mark?
It's really difficult to say, I guess. Favorite destination. I guess that will be.
With this title.
Yeah, I'm thinking where to start. You know.
Your destination.
Yeah, my favorite destination is I had my best time, of course, in Australia. So
Yeah.
I guess that's my favorite. But yeah, I like Europe also a lot. You know, I don't really have a favorite. I want to go everywhere. I think my favorite is planet Earth.
Okay. Bloody hell.
You don't have other
That
choice.
means that you did
For
not
now.
try other planets.
Yeah, at the moment it's planet Earth. In a few years, I will go to Mars or something. You know.
If it's affordable, you know, they have good beer there and they can camp. Yes. Okay. So
Yeah. So
planet Earth.
Camping in Mars.
How about that? Yeah, because Mars, we get him to the channel. Like, okay, we have Mark here. He wants to be in Mars. If there is good beer and you know, like decent things and some music, maybe I don't know. Okay.
yeah,
Hey,
we will have to see. You know. But yeah, that's my favorite place is planet Earth. Yeah, and what about you, Finland?
for me, well, I think I have to be. Well, I've been mostly hanging. I've been to Africa. I've been to America, like in Canada, like once. I don't know. What I like was Spain. Is it boring to say Spain? Yeah, of course it's Spain. That's my favorite destination. Because also now I start to understand the language a little bit, and the food is fantastic. It's been, like I said, you probably cannot serve bad food, and the food is for me really important. With traveling and vacations, the food is paramount, basically. So
God bless you.
I could do some kind
Gracias.
of like promotional video. Bless you, bless you. Terveydeksi in Finnish. Take it easy.
Oh,
Jesus, you say in Spanish.
now I am the one
Jesus.
who is making like I am sick now. Aha.
Yeah, Jesus.
I infected
So I
you
would
or
say-
something.
Woo!
Oh dear. Jesus
Yeah.
again.
Gracias.
So yeah, I would say I have to say Spain. There was something when I have visited Russia at some point many times. There was something kind of like when you cross the border, you know you are not in Europe anymore. You are somewhere else. Everything changes. That's interesting. But I say that I could have considered living there in my entire life. That just wasn't for me. But Spain is another thing. I have been there and I start thinking, why the fuck would I leave? Why would I come back? So I would say Spain, and Europe is nice. And I haven't seen the Asia much. I have been to Egypt. I've seen some pyramids, and I've been to Tunis in a beach, basically vacation. Didn't see much. It was good
I-
food, something. But I think Europe.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the stuff is like I am totally agree with you. the thing I have to say that the beautiful thing from Spain is that there is contrast.
Mm.
You know, like Finland is super beautiful country, and also Holland is also nice country, but Holland is, I have to say, like I don't know if you know, Mark, but Finland is flat also. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't have
We don't
mountains.
know. We have these two
It's all flat.
hills that are kind of.
Yeah,
that's
it's
due to
less
the-
flat than Holland, but it's flat. It's not
Mm.
like in Spain
I
that
get
you
this
have
due to
like
ice that it eroded everything. The ice was really thick and it went, and you can see the parts like the tracks from that.
But I think
But we have-
Holland is really beautiful and I like it. Like there are really nice forests there. Like I mean, like it's not a like big forest or something, but it's like they are nice. It's like cute flat. And then there is like Finland. The nature is really beautiful, but it's monothematic. This is what I say. It's lakes and forests, and then in the north, it's like there is not much forest.
You go, there's lakes, forest, lake, forest, little bit of field, forest. You go with the train and it's like that continuously.
Yes.
Then another lake, there's like insane amount of water. Don't tell anyone, somebody's gonna try and buy it, you know, big corporation. Oh, I think they did it already. Shit. Did I say that? Okay. Fair enough.
But the thing is like
So,
that
yeah.
in Spain, you can, if you want mountains, you have mountains. If you want river. If you want desert, we have like the desert in the south, you know, like the Indiana Jones movies were filmed there. And you know, like there is like lines of coast, and the coast, the beach is really nice also. Like
Yeah,
it's not,
Spain is a beautiful country. It is.
I think it is.
I remember being there. I was in the beach and I'm like, okay, you have the mountains, you have the beach, then you have the fucking mountains in your beach because you have that too, basically.
Yes,
because you have like
it's
huge,
crazy.
like almost mountains. So it's like not enough that you have mountain and the beaches. You have even the bloody mountains in the beaches.
It's
So
all kind of
it's pretty
combinations.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the country is not the only thing what matters. I think important thing is also the social life you have. You know, which bounds you to a place where you live and stuff like that. You know, so
But
it's
you know,
it's a
also
bit like that.
the point is like in Spain, you can have this sensation that if you move a little bit, because the land changed so much in little few kilometers, that you have this sensation that you have been in another place, you know, like that you have this sensation that you have done something different, you know. And in other countries, I have not have this this kind of sensation. You know, I mean, like yes, you have, because you change the location and you change the people, but the landscapes, you know, like it's changed so much that that really that you can make like escape of a weekend, you know, in Spain, and then you feel like, oh, you get oxygen, you know, like I don't know how to explain. So even
you
if you
mean
are
like you
there,
feel like you
this
are
is why
abroad?
people doesn't live. They don't travel around, I think, in Spain, because they, you know, like there is so many places, like beautiful places to discover. Even I am Spanish, I didn't find all the cavities and the places that are there, you know, like to unfold. It's so beautiful, many places, and then the people then is so creative in many ways that they make like these restaurants. If not, they create something spontaneously and they mount something, you know. So it's like, it's a life. I don't know.
It is a
Yeah,
welcoming place.
What can I say?
it's also an opinion. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
it's
Maybe
nice
other people
everywhere,
hate.
you know,
Yes. Mm.
in some way. Even though I don't like it everywhere, it can
Exactly.
be nice everywhere. So I think that the beautiful thing of Europe is that we have a nice nature, of course, and especially we have a rich culture.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing I think of Europe. And well, if you live in Spain or you live in Italy or you live in Holland or whatever, does it really matter? I mean,
Mm.
you get in a car and you drive a few hours and you're everywhere. So
Yeah, but the cool thing is
Yeah, if you
that
live
this
in
contrast.
there, but live
Mm.
here, it's 3,500 kilometers to Spain. Here is 3,500 kilometers to Spain. It takes time to
yeah,
get there.
Finland is a bit.
We are in the
Far.
periphery of Europe. I don't know if we are Europe. We are Finland. Moving on. Hey, do you travel? Do you prefer? Well, if you prefer camping, Mark, I guess that's the big piece. Not this more like a rural thing for you. So the nature and the camping places. So not like cities so much. Do you prefer then more the nature and camping, or do you do cities as well?
No,
Do you like
the
to
thing
visit?
is, I talked about the typical Dutch way, and the typical Dutch way
Yeah,
is to go on campsites.
exactly.
For me personal, I like campsites too, especially with the kids and all. That's really a nice thing. But I can also travel by car. I can travel just without a plan and just go and see where the road takes me, you know, or I can also go by plane or in a hotel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It depends on what you do. I like cities. I like culture. I like nature. I like parties. I like peace. I like mostly everything. It's the most important, I think. I always want to experience with traveling is to get to know the people where you are going to. So when you have been there, you have seen the nature, you have seen the culture, but you also know how it feels to live there, you know, in a way.
Mhm.
So,
So you will.
what about
So you will
you?
leave. Well, basically, what I want to say that when you leave, you leave behind some friends, I guess.
I leave behind always friends. I always make friends everywhere where I go.
Nice. Fair enough. Well, for me, cities. I like cities, but I also like camping and being in the forest. For me, there is a balance that you in a bloody forest for a week. It's gonna be fine and nice to be in a nice terrace sipping coffee and watching people, you know. Then it's gonna be again nice to be in the forest and see the bloody trees and enjoy the nature and earthing and live fire and you know all that. So I think it's both. I like both. And well, I've been to London, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Madrid. And well, of course, in Helsinki, you don't really have like a huge cities. It's like Helsinki, you drive out and it doesn't take that long. And if you try to drive out from Madrid, Jesus Christ, it takes like, I don't know, hour to get out of there or something. And it actually changes already. Yeah, the Madrid stuff kind of a little bit. In Moscow, you cannot see what is other side of the street. That's all because the streets are so wide, and Finland is small. We have small cities, but it's compact. For example, I think you can almost in the center walk almost everywhere. We have a metro, and the one thing that was like a comparison in St. Petersburg, the metro stairs escalator down takes the same time that we have 2 stops in the center of metro of Helsinki. Kind of gives a, so it's kind of funny.
2 stops.
But yeah, I would say I
Go to the right
maybe
and to the left.
more. Yeah. It used to do that. Now they have like kind of confused everything. But yeah, the metros are insane in different. And Paris, I've been into also. That was pretty funny. I don't know. The metros are pretty sick. So, but I'm saying, you for the camping business, cities, rural, nature. What do you want? What do you do?
I like to travel free, meaning like if I go, for example, I never liked like, you know, like when you are in your normal life, you have like you have to have schedules. You say it like this in English, like then you have to work at this time, to do this at this, to do that at that, and that, to use the timing. When I am on holiday, I think in quantum. You know, I become quantum physics myself. So meaning like
Only on
there is no
holiday.
time. Meaning like I eat when I need it, I sleep when I need it. There's no rules, you know. So meaning like it's the same. Like if you have booked a hotel and they put you the breakfast and this at this time and at that time, I am totally, you know, so it's not okay for me. So this is why I am like I like to travel by car. I have camper as a van, and I like to travel around, and I see a beautiful landscape. I stop, and then I stay there 1 night or 5 minutes, depends of the, you know. And then I love to meet people like Mark. There's like, hello, how are you? Fine. What do we do together? what kind of battle do we make? You know, and then next city and so on. And I have experience like traveling like this. Of course, I have experience also like hotel and stuff like that, but it's not my thing. And I think that you spend much more less money and you have like you know, excitement. Yeah, and you know, like the point of traveling also is like when you travel like this, it's kind of that you live the present moment. And so there's no future or past. It's just there with what you have to solve, you know, in that moment. So it can be that, I don't know, you don't have enough oil in the engine, or it can be that you have to change a wheel or whatever thing that happens, you know, just, or that someone loses a ship and you have to run after it. I don't know, whatever stuff. That is fun.
It's being alive.
It's being alive, exactly.
So
staying alive.
yeah, that sounds pretty good. So fair. Hey, so could we make a conclusion that all of us is kind of like it's not one or the other or that everybody kind of enjoys sort of everything, that you can be the city, in the nature, cultural, you can have a beach vacation for a time or however. So there's not so much of like a strict policy that, yeah, I'm gonna have a beach vacation, then I'm gonna be at the beach, then I'm gonna drink, then I'm gonna go to the hotel, then I'm gonna go to the beach. So I guess this is, if I understood the business stuff, or do you disagree?
No, I think we are all on the same line. So
yeah. So hey, how about the duration of trips? Like how long time usually, if you take a vacation or some trip, how long it takes? It's like a week, few days, a long weekend, or like 7 years in Tibet or somewhere. I don't know. Why did I say that?
No, I once had a holiday of a year. It was a lifestyle, and well, if I think of it, even before already, I just lived the lifestyle. It was, and that's the thing I'm trying to create again for myself, and of course also for my kids and stuff. That's what I'm trying to create again, to just live the life in that way. I hate the idea that you go working all year and then you have 1 week of holiday, then you have 1 week you have to plan everything, and you plan the holiday, and you plan where you go, where you visit, where you do. And that year, I guess most people or a lot of people already know what they're gonna do next year summer. Well, that's not living for me. That's not living. That's living by a book or something, and that's not being alive. So for me, I want to lose. I want to lose the whole idea of holiday. It's just part of life. So
Yes.
Permanent vacation, man. Permanent vacation. It's an Aerosmith song or what it is. Okay, fair enough. So that's like the planet Earth is more total for you or something like this also, I guess. That is
of course,
like
it has to be payable, but yeah, definitely, maybe when my kids are old enough and they are out of the home, I leave everything behind and go travel the whole world or something. I don't know. Nobody knows.
How about Spain? How long trips or vacations?
Well,
Short,
mostly
long,
like Spain holidays is like normally like 4 weeks, like yes, and it has been like I was like that, like 1 month, yeah, around 1 month traveling, and yeah, I had been like through Europe. I have to recognize I have not gone to other places because I have like I have a problem of allergies, actually, food allergies, and I am a little bit afraid. Is I feel attractive to so many cultures, like Africa, like Asia, like it will be so nice to be there, but I am scared that I eat something, give me allergy. I cannot communicate good, and something happened to me and kaput. So, but yeah, I normally travel inside Europe. What was the question?
How long do you travel?
Vacations.
Yes, I'm sorry.
We've been answering some
Yes. So it's like 1 month around. But if I can, like Mark, I will be all the year. The stuff is that if you think about it, it's like we think about like the Italians. We spend, I don't know, what is the minimum hours or the maximum hours per week that you have to work in Holland? It's like 40?
Yeah,
like
it was 38 or something like that.
37.5, 40, yes. Okay, so if I think like logically, and I look at to my grandparents or something that they were like cultivating the lands and stuff like that, I don't know anyone who work 8 fucking hours a day,
No.
to eat. No. I don't understand this. In what
Me
point
neither.
we have fucking lost our, sorry, my language. We have lost our mind, that we are working 8 hours, so meaning like 8 hours on a target every day, and missing the most important things of life. I don't know. I am really like. I mean, like I understand that this is the system, but for in the other hand, I am like, are we crazy?
No,
Can I point out
He's
one
sick.
thing?
He's just sick. He's
Hey,
sick.
can I say one thing?
No one is hunting 8 hours per
Hey.
day for to eat themselves.
no.
Hey, can I tell one thing?
Yes, of
says
course.
in your screen that you are Ragnar. Your screen says you are Ragnar.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed. Oh, dear.
Wait a second. I have to do.
Welcome, Ragnar.
You are
You're very
Ragnar.
attractive looking for a Ragnar.
Well, I
I
could
think.
put whatever thing. I didn't check it out.
Fair enough.
It's okay. I am
So
right now.
and how so and basically I guess
Could be
if it's-
Conan also.
so
Doesn't matter.
how about in your countries in general about the trip? Well, for me it's like it has been pretty much at some point you work for the year, then you have 1 week during the winter and then 4 weeks in the summer, or then you have all the vacation in the summer. I think a lot of people do like then they go to Canary Islands for 1 week in the summertime and winter time, and then something else on the summer. But I also think like permanent vacation, dude. That would be like more the thing to do. Why not to work like 5 weeks a year and then be rest of the time on vacation? Who the fuck says it has to be this way? You know?
I guess people should think differently, you know. Forget the word work, forget the word vacation, forget all those words. Just forget it, you know. Do something you really like and you really enjoy doing. Yeah, not every day maybe, but mostly, and which brings you money, you know, because everybody needs money. And in the meantime, you know, for one person, it's he wants to travel to Asia or likes that a lot. Yeah, just do it. You know, just go. You know, you only live once, and whatever it is, you know, there are people who don't want to travel and just want to stay at home or something. Yeah, then do that. You know, but people should lose the crazy thoughts, the system created in our heads because it's not there. You know, it doesn't exist.
It's unnatural, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, and
because
I have to say smart words. I was just listening from YouTube, Dao Te Ching, the way, you know, the Lao Tzu stuff. Was it Lao Tzu? But anyway, there is said also like do what you like to do. And it's like in the tarot and everywhere, you know, like basically concentration without effort. When you do things you enjoy, I enjoy doing this. This is fun. It doesn't feel like it's work or something like this. So basically, if you can do that most of the time, and then sometimes you do something else that you like, which could be vacation. That sounds pretty good to me. So
yeah.
But it's absurd that you are the point is like it's absurd that you are concentrating like 8 hours, for example, in earning money, you know, like 8 hours per day for them to enjoy 4 weeks a year, you know. So basically the people is just like trap, and then I have a life when I am on holiday.
No, it's
that's terrible, you know. It's just
it's not absurd.
The worst nightmare, really, if you think about it. People get conscience about this, you know.
It's not absurd. It is the system which has been created. It's like the best way to build sheep who are in a field with wire around it, but think they are free. They will never break out, you know.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, it is changing. I mean, a lot of people more and more getting back in life and finding out that they better can do something else for work or leave work behind and do something they really like and really enjoy. Of course, everybody has his bills and stuff like that you need to pay, and that's normal, you know. But yeah, I really believe that should change. But yeah. We don't want to have a political discussion here. I guess it went about traveling and not politics.
Yeah, well, I guess everything is politics. Politics is life in the end. in that sense, there is no, I guess, there's politics in a sense is involved in everything. I guess Spain is gone for some reason. Spain is gone. What happened to
Yeah,
Spain?
why is Spain gone? Spain run away. She was sick of
Well,
it.
it was me. It's been you. Now it's her turn. Then, so but if you go abroad, do you stay in hotels, apartments, hostels, or campsites? But basically, do you do castles or what? Where do you stay on your trips normally?
Yeah, it
Airbnb?
depends on. It's like, for example, I like spontaneous traveling, and if you go like on a travel, and for example, you have the idea to go to a campsite, and then you go there and you don't find a campsite. Okay, then you go in a hotel, or you go in a motel, or you go in a backpackers. It depends. Do you have children with you? Do you don't have children? It depends on the situation, and
Yeah. So
I think
gotta improvise
my
depending.
yeah, my experience is if you go to cities, it's easier to go in a hotel or something like that, and because that's easier, and then you have your stuff there, and because if you go to a city, you go for the culture, so you don't want anything else than that, you know. And if you go in the nature, you want to enjoy nature, and then you have to go on a campsite or in the forest or something. Else,
Yeah.
you don't experience nature, you know.
Fair enough.
So,
And
is it
do
the
you
same
travel-
for you too, or?
Yeah, well, yeah, I can basically. I've been recently more with the vehicle, moving and staying in the vehicle, then in a tent and some friend's place with certain Dutch guy even in Germany. That was already a few years back. I've been into hotels, but somehow, yeah, I kind of have older. I guess the idea, like you say, also like already actually earlier, I didn't really. I did this package tours, you know, like it's kind of like last minute. You have a winter vacation at the time. You wanted somewhere warm, so go to Canary Islands. Okay, you just went there, and then you're gonna be there for a week. You kind of have some drinks. You be in the beach. It's plus 18 to 20, but it's still not snow and it's not cold and it's not dark. So that was fair enough. Hola, welcome back.
There we have Spain again.
I am here again.
Yeah. So I think
I
nowadays
lost-
it's like
I lost
I don't really
battery.
care so much. I think as long as it serves the purpose and it's like well, anything that is not fucking hugely cold. I'm too old for the cold shit, man. No, but basically I am happy. For example, with the car has been a huge freedom to go that you can basically sleep anywhere and you don't really have to make much pre-planning, and your plan can be that you go from this country to that country. Of course, there's limitations in some places you cannot actually sort of like camp at all somewhere. Some in Finland you can basically camp. However, this Jokamisoikeus, you can take stuff from the forest. You can actually one night I think spend in somebody's fucking yard almost. In principle, that's pretty free here, but not in everywhere in Europe there is. So, and also with the cars, I think France had really cool like resting areas that you could like stay with your car and stuff and all that. So basically what I think I probably will stay away from hotels now. I kind of the independence of the traveling with the vehicle where you can sleep, sort of, that's kind of nice. So do you travel alone or with your family then, or friends? What has been more common?
I traveled more with my friends in the past, so you know, the last few years I haven't traveled much because some circumstances, let's say it like that. But yeah, I traveled mostly with my friends and a little bit with my kids. Yeah, also.
Yeah. Okay, Spain, are you with us now? Are you going away
Again?
now? No.
There is a question there. I miss it.
Where?
If you're gonna stay or you're gonna travel again.
You went. Oh, you went traveling. Where did you go? To Spain.
To the
I
toilet,
went
Spain.
to the underworld.
Okay.
No, I lost connection.
Okay. Well, it
No,
happens.
I
to
didn't
the
lose
best of us.
connection. I lost battery. Sorry.
Okay.
Battery.
So, but hey, so I guess when you were telling that you were also for the camping and stuff, so I guess you prefer the campsite or like sleeping your car. You said you camp right?
No campsite, because the point is like the point is like that I try to avoid to pay for traveling, because the point is like I am allowed as a person to travel without paying. Is that since when? You see what I mean? I don't need to pay for breathing. So the same for to unfold the universe or to discover my land or discover lands, I should not be. I should not have to pay for moving. Of course, if I want to move, I will have to walk or use a vehicle for doing this. But like the fact for sleeping in a place that I have to pay for this, it's it's like, why? It's like a principle that for me is like, I don't know how to explain it. Like why should I? It's no.
Probably you don't have to.
Of course you have to. I mean, like that in many cases. Then I have a dog. So in many cases, yes, you have to pay and do so. But I don't. If you think about like the concept of, because traveling is for me like to unfold the world, and it's like if you don't have money, means that you cannot travel, and that's not totally truth. What I mean, like, you could be like walking or going in the bicycle and so on, but it looks like if you don't have money, you cannot travel. Do you understand my point?
Yeah. Well, I guess it comes down to certain way, depending what you like to convenience also in that sense. Like, that if you have a campsite, then there is a ready place where you can charge your fucking car or your computer. There's a shower or whatever. And then depends how you see it. In that sense, like
there is always a river. There is always a river, or there is always a place where you can nowadays. And now with if you think about it, like many of these stuff will be solved just by like solar panels, and like water systems also, like that you can install in your own vehicle that you use for moving. You can use a bicycle, or you can use a car or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to spend benzene, and I am sure that they are going to forbid us to do these kind of things, because that goes against that you are dependent. So if you're dependent, it's good. If you're not dependent, it's not good.
Hey, everybody should be independent.
Yeah, but they are not gonna. In Spain, happened a curious thing that they wanted to put taxes to the sun. Can you believe that?
Taxes to the sun.
Taxes to the sun. Why? Because
I don't have popcorn, but I have cheesy puffs, so I've got taxes to the sun. Please elaborate.
Taxes to the sun. You pay for to have electricity, because people is not gonna pay anymore to connect to the usual electricity. If they buy a solar panel and they have their own connection and stuff, they will have to pay a tax also for this.
Fucking okay.
Yeah, but that's politics again, huh?
Yeah, politics, but it's politics that affects our freedom. You know what I mean? In the end.
I'm anti-politics.
Yeah, but in the end, me too. I am anti-politics, but the stuff is like this politics affects us in the way that if you want to go, like for example, out of grid or something, it's like in many cases they are telling like also like, why do you sleep in the car, or why do you do this? I cannot rest in my car, or what the fuck is this? It's my fucking car. I have paid for it already. I have paid taxes for it. Why I cannot sleep in the car? I pay taxes every
Well-
time that I put diesel in my van. I pay taxes for having the car. I pay taxes for everything, and then I have to. I cannot sleep on it.
Well, and in the end,
Yeah.
remember the pandemic time they told you cannot travel, you cannot go there, you cannot go there.
Well, we
and this
can
is how
sleep
it is.
on it. Eh?
Yeah. Okay, but so yeah, basically, but you I guess you like the independence, so you don't really like to package deals of anything. And I guess it was with your car.
I mean, like if it's optional, I like it also. You know, like why not? Or if someone buys me, Mark comes, Lavinia, I have buy a nice trip for you in a hotel in the Bahamas. You know, and I will not say no. I would say fantastic, thank you.
Yeah. As long as I pay it, huh?
Yeah, of course. But I am not gonna. The point is like it's by principle. I am not gonna. Is I can my economy or is no, and by principle no.
No, but sometimes you have to. You know, it's like because
But because
like if you want to go to the Bahamas, for example, yeah, you can fly there with an airplane and book nothing. But
I
then,
cannot go by bicycle.
yeah, so exactly. You know, you can try.
Yeah, I can.
You have bicycles for water. So
The bikers went there without without paying, I guess.
yeah, but that's the thing. It depends on the situation. So
Yeah.
and
Hey, Spain.
yeah, of course. The best thing is to have an own car, and then, well, if you want to travel the world, go by there to travel the world, you know. But yeah,
But
I
if you think about it, for example, with an electrical car, because I have a diesel, how do you do this with an electrical car? Because I was checking, a guys from Holland, they invented a really it was how was the project called? Solar, I don't know. But they were from Holland. They were inventing like a camper van full of solar panels,
Mhm.
and they were traveling
I
to
was-
Spain
I saw
and
this
back
on a video.
for free. Do you
Okay,
remember?
I haven't heard about it, but can be, yeah.
And it was totally autonomic, you know, autonomous. Fantastic.
I think
I want
it's
to
all the
say-
techniques.
What comes, if you think about it some dystopic way, in a way, is that now the electric cars, how many hundreds of kilometers you can travel with charging one charge? 500, 800, 300.
500, I think.
1,000.
And of course, you cannot travel with your combustion engine without buying gas, but the network of this is so good that you can basically be very independent with it. So sort of, I don't know if you could consider that the electric car limits your stuff in that manner.
But
So,
then how much it takes to load the charge?
Yeah.
I don't have an electric car, but I know one who has one, and he said it's all easy.
Okay.
So I don't know. You hear double stories. So
Hey, Spain, can you check? Do we have any comments from people?
A ver.
Because I'm on a small screen here, I cannot really see well.
No comments.
Okay. But
No one
anyway,
wants to
hey,
comment.
people, now, what do we say to people? They should subscribe to the channel if they like what they see, right? So
Exactly.
can you say it, please? Can you say it? How would you say it? In Spanish.
Suscribiros al canal. ¿A qué estáis esperando? Oye, venga ya. Y escribir. Escribir
how about
comentarios. Write a comment and subscribe.
Yes.
And I would like to know how people like to travel, if they prefer, for example, hotel, or they prefer whatever, or they prefer like to go on camping like Mark, or you know, like
Yeah, we have made huge bold claims here about how Finnish people want to travel, how Spanish, how the Dutch, so
because
can have some debate about it, right?
Yeah, because one thing is like what we think about it, how they are. Like, for example, I was thinking like Spanish people travel like this, not like me, but they like more like, actually I am not together with them, like you can see with the way that the Spanish people have to travel, no? I am more like
Okay.
in the vein of like the Netherlands or Finland in that sense. I think that people use more
How do
the
you say dash
caravans
to
and
subscribe and like? Sorry.
okay.
How do you say in Dutch to subscribe the channel? Like enthusiastic.
Onderschrijf het kanaal en doe gezellig mee met ons gesprek. Ook al is het hier in het Engels.
Fucking hell. That sounds really strange for me. But anyway, it's good. Hey, Tuakka.
For mostly everybody.
Like, hit bell so you know where we're coming.
Finnish. Say it in Finnish now.
Yeah, say the Finnish.
Siis ilman muuta, siis jos tykkäät siitä, mitä näette. Subscribe, eli sitä tilaa kanava, ja sitten sitä kelloa, niin sitten tiedätte, koska tulee näitä mielenkiintoisia juttuja. Se on ollut perjantai 13. päivä, se on ollut kommunikaatiosta ja nyt on matkailusta, ja luoja tietää Herran Jumala, mitä vielä menee. All right, moving on. Hey, how important is, just like briefly, for example, the food? For me, super important when I go. That's why I like Spain also. The food is fantastic. I went to Germany. I went through. I didn't stop in many places where I did. I don't know. Sorry, Germany, but you have no. The Spain.
Nah, food is for me not important.
Germany has nothing on. That's how it is. Okay, Spain. How important is food on your travel?
It's important that I have enough for cooking when I am traveling. Meaning like
Stay alive.
I have a fridge, a small fridge that I carry with me, and then I have enough there. So like potatoes, and good stuff, because I like to buy good stuff from the places where I am travel, And then I really like to invest in gastronomy from the areas where I go. I hate big supermarkets and big, superficies where everything is monotonic standard. I like when people put their love in the things that they are doing, like the guy that makes the cheese, the goat cheese from this place, the other that makes the beer with this, and like there is intention behind, and there's the beauty. If everybody it's just like the standard thing, like boom boom boom, like
Sorry,
that's
for me like walking my teeth, and then I kind of forgot I'm live here, and I've been like a so that was just me commenting on my own behavior, not somebody else's. Okay, sorry. Yes. So you don't like the supermarket, so the food is important, and I guess the norm what they serve in the place you go would be also. And of course, coming from Spain, the food is fantastic. That's one thing. Then there is a standard. And Finland, I wouldn't say that I don't know. The food is pizza and kebab. Maybe it changes.
Each country has good food. Each country has good foods. It doesn't matter where you go. Each country has good food, and each country has bad food. It depends on the cook who's cooking the food.
Yeah, but I mean, for example, in Finland, it will not be like if you go to the when I was like in 2000 and 2020, I think. Well, no, 2002. Sorry, I went to Finland for the first time, and there were like some girls that live in next to Kuopio, and there were like one of their fathers or someone related to the family was hunters. They were hunters, and they were like hunting moose or something like this, and like this kind of thing. We don't have moose in Spain, so this is the thing that you want to try when you go, like to another place. You want to try the thing from the area, how, and that I like. And when the things they get lost, I don't like it, because it's a pity, the traditions and the stuff like that, how the people, like they used
Old
to eat
cultures.
yes, they have for example, in Holland is like popular, no? The cheese. There are so many different cheeses, no? And other things, I guess, like are popular. So these kind of things I think that are important to not lose them, you know?
No, definitely. Culture
Like,
must always stay. That's a really important thing. Old habits, old traditions, and also new traditions. It's everything. But it is beautiful to see what people can create, and the differences between the people in the different countries, and then you also have the differences in food and in everything. And that's the basic of travel, I guess. That's the thing you want to see. It's not only nature or stuff like that. Like in the past, when I was a young teeny, I went always to Spain, to the Costa Brava there, and I spent weeks there. I guess I could remember only one day, and the rest I didn't know. But like I was in Spain, I can remember. It was only party. That's not holiday. Yeah, for a young guy, but.
Yeah, well, I think when it comes to gastronomy stuff in Finland, well, basically we influenced mostly by the Swedes and the Russians with the food, and I don't know if you take some general stuff like I think at some point was claimed that we have, for example, good berries and stuff like this, but I think general the food is like people are not really like, we don't really have that much of gastronomy. We don't even have so long of that we've been a country, and so the food tradition, at least for me, is like, of course, it's good foods, but in general, if you look at it, like if I look at it, it's like Italy. You have risottos, you got the pizza from there, and and Spain has the paellas and fish, and somehow I don't know. For me, it seems like here it's like maybe we are good in something else. And by the way, in Finland, if you talk about the whole country and traveling and nature, is the quiet is something which is all consuming. So if you want to be somewhere, you can actually be in a spot you don't fucking anything, and that's very interesting.
And then if you combine that with our first live stream about communication, and then how Finnish people are communicating, it fits the country where it's what you were saying.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's amazing in there, like you in Finland, is that when you you feel like negative pressure. It's just like, when you enter in a studio, music studio, and then you close the door, it's like, I always say the same, like, is this kind of silence that is like, it's like, I don't know, something happened to the tympan or something. I don't know. It's just crazy, but it obliges you really to have like inner conversation. Yeah. It's a good place if you want to find yourself in a mystical way, maybe.
Maybe
that is,
Kaiser.
Yes. ¿Con qué? Kisa. Kisa is cut.
Hey, okay, we've been at it for a while now. Hey, I would go something like this, like, if there's anyone out there in the ether, please put your likes and comments and subscribe and all that, and then also share your stories here. Maybe we can check and put them on the forefront of this thing. Hey, strangest things that have happened, funniest things that have happened. This is a good way. I think we need to start putting this to an end a little bit already. Do you feel like it? It's been over an hour.
I think,
yeah.
Vale, bien.
So basically, now let's spend some time reflecting and time traveling to the past to tell nice stories about your travels.
Time travel.
Funny, strange, whatever you consider is like, well, I would use maybe we can use like what has been really memorable, or because one way or the other, there's at least many times there's like something happens which is like horrible, and then it's funny in a few years, sort of. But that was not funny at all. But whatever stories about travel, vacation, something funny, strange.
Hey,
I don't know. You feel up to it, so tell me, please. Who wants to start? Hey, rock, paper, scissors.
You.
Me.
You start.
Actually, I don't want to. No, Spain, please.
No, you start.
Spain.
You are the start.
Now you must.
I have to say that I have to give it some thought now. So please, somebody else. Please.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to have bad COVID.
Mark.
Well, I'm just thinking where to start. I guess one of the most beautiful things was when I was in Australia. We went spontaneous on a boat. We were like driving in a car. It's like, hey, what the hell? You can go whale watching or something. Oh, why not? Yep. We went on a boat, brought a few beers, and didn't think much of it. But then of course, we went on the boat and sailed away next to Fraser Island. And at some point, the boat stopped because there were whales, and everybody on the boat was running and stuff to watch the whales. And I was sitting there like, oh, I'm done with running and just fuck off. Sorry, but it's the Australian slang. And I stand like this on the front of the boat, and I'm just was watching in the water, and it's just the clearest water you can imagine. It's Great Barrier Reef water, that kind of water. And then under the boat comes a whale swimming beneath me. It's just a few meters. It's like only 5 meters or 4 meters. There was an eye like bigger than my head. Was watching straight in my eyes, and I'm just standing there like, what the shit is this, man? And that was really, really amazing.
A little insect.
I would have really peed myself, because I have some things with whales and the things that go underwater, and like submarines that will emerge from the sea. Oh my god. But that sounds really cool, man.
Yeah, that's really cool. And that was a baby whale, and that whale was, I don't know, 10 meters, 15 meters. I have no idea. That's why a young whale. And then after that, then the whale swam away later on. The whales were there for 2 hours or something, and then they swam away. And then after that, I've seen the sun sank in the ocean. So it was really red ball, really big red ball going down in the water of the ocean while I was sitting on the back of the boat having my beer like this. And then I was thinking, life is great. Life is really great. And then came the idea, where do we sleep? But that was something else.
I was just noticing myself, like an idiot. Yeah. It sounded really nice, man. Really pretty.
Yeah.
So, hey, I can now tell Spain, you want to go first?
No, you go first. It's okay.
Okay, so picture this. Spain, in the middle of the night. You take an 80s van, you drive it into a mountain, which is not just any mountain. No, it happens to be Cuenca. And if there's in the place was the Enchanted City, which is like rock formations and erosion did it. There's little funny things. Funny thing on top of all, Conan the Barbarian has been shot in there, which is kind of cool. And when you were driving the car there, where I was not driving, I was there, I was being like a spotter. The animals are everywhere. There's like deer, fucking foxes, whatever you can imagine is crossing the road, and you're driving with the old van up, and it's like, I don't know, 5 kilometers an hour or 15, and you stop and the animals just go and fine. Then you get to a parking lot. There's a restaurant is closed and it's dark, and then you put your light on the forest. You can see animals, they are watching you everywhere, like in a fucking movie. Then there's a lone Coca-Cola machine in the counter. It's all fun. So far it's been like, there you wait, you're gonna go the next morning to the Enchanted City and try to find maybe some spot you can see what was even in the Conan the Barbarian movie and everything, which is not really the main thing of the place, but it was fucking fantastic formations and shit. But one had old bread and some cheese or stuff, and then you happen to look up. You see the sky. It's no clouds, and you can see the fucking Milky Way, and that is simple, most impressive nature-wise, in a sense, that I have. Well, let's say that when I have picked up my daughter, maybe that goes over it, and it's a different thing. But like, I have never seen something so impressive in the sky. You can see the fucking Milky Way. I am like, we've been on this trip for a few days, and I don't know what I'm thinking. Like, I see this, I don't care what happens in the rest of the trip. Like, it's like I have seen this, and this trip is perfect. It's really beautiful. I didn't know that you can see this. I mean, here in the north, you cannot really see it. I have seen a train, like the night sky, with like in Russia, in the middle of some, fields, plain area that is no electricity and light anywhere, and the stars were amazing. But I didn't know. I was thinking that when you see this sci-fi photographs about the sky and you see like the Milky Way, I'm like, fuck, you cannot fucking see that for real. I've never seen it. You just see some stars, and usually not much because it's fucking cloudy. But the sky was like, I will never forget. I'd like to my daughter to get there with me, and I don't know, I'm gonna fucking cry or something soon. But that was also like, there's no comparison in anything, and you can go see the pyramids. The Colosseum is nice. It's cooler than the pyramids for me, or whatever you have seen. But I don't know. That was just like, I was just watching it, and I was just like, I don't know what to say. I would say
you feel this tiny.
Huh?
You feel tiny.
Yeah. And that was some kind of like, I cannot even explain what I felt, sort of like, I just wanted to watch it, and it was fantastic. And then, like I said, well, the food was some old bread and dry bread and some cheese or something, or tuna, and then in the morning one had some nice breakfast and stuff and everything. But it was like, I don't know,
something else.
I have no words to describe it. It was, well, that's the coolest thing I ever fucking seen in my entire life. In that way, like, I didn't know you can see it like this, and I guess here in the north you actually cannot, and in the south you can. So that's but
then in Finland you have the auroras, no?
Aurora Borealis, but that chicken shit compared to this shit. Like,
you
nice,
think?
You think, but it's also like amazing phenomenon that goes in the sky.
It is, even in the south you can see it nowadays, and even South Finland now. I think it was not like a few months back, I saw some bit pale version, and I saw online that people have been seeing in the area where I live. But this is something else. This is like, I don't know. I guess I will not say more. Spain, please.
Well, I have traveled alone through Europe quite often, and quite often. Like, I have traveled alone, and I have, like, as a woman, like like funny experiences, especially, for example, like taking the ferries to the north. Like from Travemünde to Finland or to Sweden, or like to Finland, I think it was. And with the truck drivers, like, it's always good parties there. But I don't know why it's hitting also like some memory from Spain. I went with a friend from me, and we went to make speleology in a cave. Have you ever been? Have you ever been? Speleology. It's like you go into a cave with ropes and stuff. Go deep.
Yeah.
So it was funny thing. It was in Guadalajara. It's a province in Spain, like really nice. And there were like it's a cave that is a little bit hidden, and the first entrance is like 7. You have to go down 7 meters, so you have to make rappel. you know, like, so you have to descend with an aid and the harness and stuff like that. And well, the stuff, like, the place was amazing because inside, well, inside the cave is called, there is a passage that is called the passage. I will translate it in English. The passage of the pussy, you know, because the place, the place is like this, like really like this. So you feel like you born, you know. So it's called el pasaje del chumino, you know, in Spanish. But the stuff is like, what happened to me, it was really, really fun because it was like a stereotypical cave stuff effects. I go down the first 7 meters and, you know, bats are coming out of the cave while I am going down, and I'm like, what the fuck I am, you know? So that was really fun. But the funniest thing was that my hair got stuck into the 8, you know, this metal piece where the ropes are sliding.
Oh, that hurt.
So I was in the middle of the way, and then I started to like, you know. So thank God someone have a knife and can cut my hair, you know, because otherwise, like, but that was really nice because inside, the experience to be inside the earth is another story also. You know, it's not, because we have been talking about like what about in the surface, you know, but inside there, you know, like in the caves and so on. This is something also really beautiful in Spain that you can experience. There is a lot of caves.
I've been inside a mountain, yes. It sounds like a stoner look. Inside the mountain, yeah.
Inside the mountain.
That's fantastic. Bit scary, bit fucking weird.
This is scary.
Hey, and observation. Oh, sorry, continue.
No, that is scary, and if you are like you know what, like if you are agoraphobic, what is it?
Claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic, yes.
Claustrophobic.
And then Houston, you have a problem. You cannot do that.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure fucking you do.
And one friend that came with me got stuck a little bit in this passage. So can you imagine that you are in a thing like this and you cannot go up, or that you cannot go forward or backwards, and you feel that you are trapped there. It's,
oh my God! I don't want to about it.
You can get a little bit like.
Okay, I will tell you. I do cave diving. That's something that I could never do. I cannot. If it, I don't know.
Have dived as well. Yeah.
Interesting observation from here. Hey, by the way, my story was about sort of like the sky. His story was about the sea, and your story was the earth. Right?
Yeah.
And everything. All the stories were like more or less nature bound. Like, well, I remember now actually being where the world is like. I had sushi next to Red Square at 2 a.m. at some point. So it's kind of funny, but it doesn't really compare with this, what you have been telling, what I told with Spain. So it's just like kind of strange thing. But this is beautiful stuff, I think. And well, that tells maybe about how we have explained about the traveling, what we'd like to do and what we see and all that. These are one of the best memories we have. That there's something, I guess, no? I think it's kind of beautiful.
There are so many memories. I think you can write books about it.
Yeah, that's it.
You
know what is the good thing? To have the value to experience those. And this is the most important thing, because while you are alive, you must dare to do these kind of things. I mean, I know. No, I mean, like, you don't have to go into caves or something, but like to unfold things that you want to unfold, meaning like that you want to discover your city. I mean, like, you don't have to go really far, you know, to travel. You can find corners and places, and I think like the point is like where you put your eye and your observation, no?
I guess it's more like you have to close your eyes and do like that, and then feel your inner voice, your inner person
Where you want
and
to
that
go.
person will tell you where you go.
Exactly.
And
And you look
whatever
at
it is,
when you look at the kids, no, they are like, and they want to explore. They go from one thing to another, and they.
Yeah, what is this? Hey, why is this here? Yeah. That's what people have lost many times, I guess. So many.
yeah.
But hey, so some summary of this discussion, like we like to do. So basically, we talk about different ways traveling, and it seems to be like there's some stereotypical idea how the people travel. We like mökki in Finland. Then I think people at least used to fly a lot to Spain and Greece. That was the stuff they couldn't afford, maybe to go to Maui or some other places. And I don't know. For me, food was major thing in here. Like whatever travel, food. That's
What
really
is
key thing
important?
for some reason.
I'm
So
meeting
what
people.
about Mark? Yeah, and for you was, I think both of you also. I didn't, by the way, say so much about meeting people, but I like people also. For me,
But do you like to meet people when you travel, or you go more like isolation mode?
maybe I used to be much more reserved, but I like to kind of, I don't like plastic thing in that sense that I go somewhere and then it's like, I went to Canary Island, it was a fucking, like a hotel village. Then last night I went there with the girlfriend I had the time, we found the place that the locals went to eat. And it was fucking cheap, it was some chicken stuff, like a tavern. And it was this is the last night we should have come here to eat and not to go to the barbecue place that the Germans are running, or like this. No disrespect to them, why not? But the place was like kind of artificial, and then we found the locals place, and that was a big deal. This is the thing that I remember from this trip. And then I was actually reading Braveheart book and eating chocolate cookies or something like this. That's pretty much the stuff. But how about Mark?
What's most important for me with the whole thing? Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought everything is gone now because his screen is blocked, I guess. No, but it's experience for me. It's like just doing the thing you feel want to do, and experience new things, eat new stuff, make memories. It goes with the flow. Don't think too much. Just live. Just really, like I said, spontaneous and. No, it's he's back again, and
I had to do it. Sorry.
And now I'm here again. So, and and try the beers, try the local beers. That's another thing, So
beer tourism.
yeah, beer tourist. No, it's a side thing. If I'm there anyway, so let's try.
Yeah. Belgium is interesting for this, eh? Very interesting.
It's a side kick, For when push biking,
I need to follow up everything. Yes, that too. I like that in any case. Hey, Ben, did you do things already with some summary about the whole business? I didn't hear because I've lost the connection. So, did you express what you wanted already?
No, that I wanted to make a last question about like if you are around Europe and you find someone from your nationals around, meaning like if you meet like Dutch people or Finnish people in the destinations that you are going, do you say like hello, or do you say like I don't want to see you?
This is
Suomipoika.
I don't go abroad.
He's already pleased.
People, I either left alone or then I'll be experiencing a local life.
I'm in the tunnel.
Okay, so go ahead,
Oh,
Mark.
If I will say hi, but if I notice that are I always say the standard people, then I turn around and walk away. So, but
Okay.
if they are from the sightseeing people, then I walk away. But if they are just traveling and having good time and stuff, no, why not? It
Okay.
doesn't matter to me. I'm always open for people. Like a good story is I was in Cooktown in Australia on the other side of the world. We traveled with an SUV, with a normal car. You couldn't come there and stuff like that. And we are in the backpackers in the evening. I go sit at the bar and I order a beer. There's nobody there. I watch beside me and I'm thinking, I know that guy. And that guy came from the same village I'm come from in Holland.
You're
And I'm
fine.
like, what are you doing here? And he's sitting there, what are you doing here?
Amazing. No, and then the funny thing is that this kind of things happens a lot.
Mhm.
You know,
It
this
happens a
kind of
lot.
things,
Yes.
like how the what?
I have
Coincidence
that
doesn't
was very
exist.
much that was traveling in Finland. We went to with some friends. We went to like a festival, Rauhameren Juhannus or something like this for last minute. I don't know why we went there. I ended up not seeing much of the band, but we just went camping. Next to us was somebody who knew our friends. 3,000 people. It was random. You are from there. There was like it's fair enough.
Now it's like
Watching,
your sound.
We don't hear anything.
No.
Connection.
Go ahead.
Maybe I can say maybe I can say goodbye from you.
Connection goes away again.
Maybe I can say goodbye from you.
Of course.
Try now. Oh, well,
Now he's gone.
Finland is gone.
Mm.
Finland. I think that Finland is this kind of territory that appears and disappears, and you don't. It's like kind of ghost territory.
Yeah, they're also on the side of the world.
They're
So
like trying to say like we are here, but we don't really want to be here. So
we are here, but we don't want to have too much attention, and we don't want to talk too much. So we are not here, but we are here.
kind of like this. Finland back.
I am here. Yeah. Can you hear me now still?
Yes.
No?
Yes,
Yes.
ahora sí. Now
Fantastic.
yes.
So should I say it or somebody else? So once upon a time, Una Española and Nederlander Suomipoika want to thank you all for joining. Did you hear that so far?
Yes.
Was it well?
Good. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So basically, subscribe to the channel, buy us coffee, and then hit the bell so you know when we're online. We're gonna probably be online next time, but next Friday, right? More or less or something. Is it 20? I don't know anymore.
21.
Yeah.
21 Finnish time, 20
to the cultures.
rest of Europe.
Anyway, next Friday, whatever is the date. So stay tuned for that, and well, we'll announce it soon, and we put it like it's pending and all that. So I will say kiitos kiitos, että tulitte katsomaan. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming. Please subscribe, like, make comments, donate money so we can buy some decent gear and we don't get so much problems with the techniques or something if you like it. Hey, Spain, last words to your
Nothing
audience.
that I had a lot of fun. Like this third time has not been so much mess, I have to say. So we are improving.
Yeah.
Now it was your turn to have problems with connection more. I do lose battery, sorry. But yeah, everything worked pretty well.
Lost battery.
We are getting there. Yes.
The technique comes better.
Okay, Mark, any last words, final words for this?
Was a good conversation and some nice stories about traveling. And there you can see that traveling always combines everything.
Yeah, I really liked what everyone told. I don't know, it's really moving, sort of. Like,
Yeah, it gives positive energy.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, so in our own language then, Kiitos, Spain.
Gracias. Y adiós.
And then, Nederlander.
Ayus.
Hey, see you in the future. Maestra, hit the music.
Oh,